What's up, y'all? Hopefully, y'all all had a good week after DC shattered us to pieces. Oh, can you put him down? He is not properly groomed. You looking at me like you need help. He say put him down. Look how he looking. He's stressed out.
Your claws in my pants.
What's up?
Okay. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Y'all straight? Crisis on Infinite Earth went down this week.
Oh.
What?
Not happy Friday the 13th. Yeah, I guess.
That is today, huh?
Mm-hmm. Do I think Jennifer is dead on Black Lightning? Question mark. I changed it.
Changed it.
The song for a second.
They killed everybody?
I mean, we might as well start with part 1, because I mean that's where to start.
I mean, shoot, I don't care what we start, honestly.
I do.
Why?
Because I remember things how I saw it. Okay. But I like the fact that we got like a whole bunch of cameos. Like they started out, for those of y'all who didn't know, the guy who was there with the paper, and they had the bat signal with the bat theme. That was like from the movies, like the original Batman movies that came out with 89. I think that was Earth 89. Mm-hmm. He was the reporter. That's why they had him with a newspaper. He was like the reporter from that movie. And then what they showed Earth X, because they showed what's his name, the dude with the gold mask? The Ray. They showed him. Then they went old school to what Earth 69, which was the 69 Adam West Batman, and that was Robin. For those of y'all who didn't know, like if y'all watching it, that was way before y'all time and y'all never seen that. I mean, but they, correct me if I'm wrong, they don't have the Book of Destiny, right? Because everything's destroyed.
Yeah.
Because like that book that Lex had was the Count of Monte Cristo, which is like Easter egg from Arrow, right? Ain't that the book he had when he was in jail, season 7?
Forgot, probably.
I think that was like the book he read when he was in jail, but I forgot the significance of the book. But he didn't have the Book of Destiny. He only had that page. He had like a little page that he changed. But like starting out them gathering and trying to find the paragons and all that stuff. I did think some of them paragons was gonna be different, but I mean I guess I could see why they went where they went with it. I feel like I guess we can kind of jump around because there's certain stuff that like they showed the Shadow Demons episode 1 with them fighting them, but I don't feel like that's like it with them either. But I could be wrong. They probably won't do it if they ain't did it already, so it wouldn't even matter to do it now.
Do what?
Somebody if Diggle becomes the Green Lantern during the final battle. He dead. They all dead, so I mean ain't no final battle with everybody that I see, but I mean other than the 7 Paragons that's left. Cause to bring everybody back and make him Green Lantern when all this shit finna go off, it don't make sense. Now I could have see if they would have did it at first and he fought and then they disappeared. Cause then it's like, okay, if everything get reset, like then that's it. But I doubt it. It's too late for all that. But I mean, I've seen a lot of people that was like mad about Crisis, but I'm just like, it's Crisis, and then you have to kind of dwindle it down for TV and the right budget. Like, you don't want to have the first episode be so great, second episode be great. Then by the time you get to the third episode, we done ran out of money, so like it's gonna end like trash or something like that. This my channel. I'm grown. If you don't like that I cuss, find somebody else to watch.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
History and aviation. Go watch some birds.
Like
I you don't like I don't like entitled people. Like this is my channel. If you don't like what I do, then find someone else to watch.
To?
Like I'm grown. The fuck. Y'all be trying it.
I'm trying to see who the fuck are you talking to.
But anyway, back to Crisis because I'm tired of folks. They trying it already. What else happened? The first part. I'm trying to think. Oh, seeing Brandon as Superman from like the older movies. I thought that was cool. Like he was a good Superman. The movies was kind of trash, but he was a good Superman though. Especially in Crisis, like he did a good job with that. Seeing Smallville Superman, even though he didn't get a chance to suit up, I know a lot of Smallville fans probably like that. Get to see how him and Lois ended up from the show. He gave up his powers for his family, so that was cool. Who else they showed the first episode for Supergirl? I was thinking that too, but I don't know, cause like she turned into energy before her Earth disappeared, but like I can't think she just like floating in space as energy because everything's destroyed. So like I don't know with that how they gonna do it. I do know that when they come back on, the 4th episode was co-written by the guy who made the comics. So like that, well not the comics, but like the Crisis, Mr. Wolfman. I think his name Marv Wolfman. He co-wrote it with Mark Guggenheim. So
no, I did not find it.
That should be good. I feel like the 4th episode is gonna be the best one, and then I feel like 5 gonna wrap everything up to however the universe is gonna be after. But I think 4 gonna be the one. Like people like mad or thinking stuff I feel like 4 gonna be the one because I still feel like people gonna die. So, cause people like, well, ain't no major, like you seen the people disappear, but you ain't really see somebody just die fighting. I feel like that's probably coming. So,
As always, a way
yeah,
to do
people
things.
mad. I was mad too that they chose to kill the Flash from the 90s, but when I was watching the Crisis Aftermath, John Wesley Shipp was actually so thankful to them for letting him do that, because when his show went off, back in the 90s, it wasn't no season finale or whatever. If you was getting cut off, like, the show just ended.
Yeah, it did.
And so his show ended without closure. So he was grateful for them to like let him do that. And they was like, all them emotions that him and Grant had in that scene were like real, because he was ending the chapter and he was like passing the torch on to Barry, like for real.
Like officially.
Like ride the lightning, son. Like they took all that to heart. So that was good, because when his show went off, it wasn't no, this how the Flash ended or nothing like that. And then he said that they took that clip of him and Tina from back in the day. They did that like post production, like after the fact. It wasn't in there at first. Like when they were watching it back, they was like, we should add that. And so like whoever was doing like the post production went and found it in the archives and added it in. So that made it like even better. But it's cool. I mean, I still feel like Barry got work to do though. Like I don't feel like it's just over and done for him. Cause like watching the thing for people keep saying like where Reverse Flash, it was just like a flash of lightning. Like if you would have blinked, you would have missed it. But I feel like he gonna be in part 4. I don't feel like, I know some people was mad about them using Psycho Pirate, but I wouldn't. Like I get that he was a big part of the comics, but you've never seen this person on the CW at all. But like the one time they showed him break out of Arkham, like you never, cause he didn't use his powers in, right? Like they just had him like it was a jailbreak.
I forgot.
I don't think he did anything. I just think at the end when the last crisis was over, they just showed him breaking out of jail. Now if they still show him at some point, I'd be surprised. But it's like people want to see a character that nobody's attached to. You get what I'm saying? Like
it's just that Psycho Pirate had a lot to do in the comics.
I know, but I just feel like you got like, even those people are fan of the comics, a lot of people that watch the show don't know shit about that.
True.
So you would have been showing a person most people wouldn't even know. Like 60 or 70% of people would have been like, who the fuck is this?
But see, that's the thing. You teased them last year, so people thought you were gonna get them. So when you do something like that, that leaves the door. I'm like, oh, they introduced him. So now you have people thinking, oh, we're gonna get them. But there's still a chance.
I was gonna say
there's still a chance
could.
we can get them, because there's no telling who the Anti-Monitor has.
Right. That's what I'm like. If it's a chance we gonna see Reverse Flash next part, it's a chance that you can see him too. I just feel like it may not be like to the extent that people want, but it don't mean he not in it.
I'm like, man, when you tease somebody, like you gotta deliver.
If we going by the newspaper, our Barry shouldn't have died anyways. It was supposed to be a battle with the Reverse Flash in the streets. I mean, who's to say that still won't happen?
But see, that's the thing that I don't get. Like that's
they
the thing
didn't do none of this shit from the paper.
No, it's not even. It's not even that. It's like it's an epic street battle. It's in the street of Central City. So we're gonna bring back the Earth, right? So this is what, if we go by the paper, this is what's gonna happen. Anti-Monitor probably gonna be defeated, but Thawne pops up at the end, you know what I'm saying, out of nowhere with Shadow Pirate, or Psycho Pirate, sorry, I'm combining names, Psycho Pirate, you know what I'm saying, controlling all these emotions and shadow demons, and Reverse Flash comes out and we have an epic battle with him at the end. Now, with Supergirl and the Justice League. Yeah,
I would like that if like based off the comic, I still feel like the paper could still happen, because you got episode 4 when they come back. Y'all know we're gonna be fighting at the dawn of time. But if stuff get reset and the Anti-Monitor not really dead yet, and then we end up back on an Earth in Central City, like all this still could happen in the streets. Like, to wrap it up, like I feel like it still could happen. Cause you don't know how the crisis ends. We don't know if it's gonna end on a teaser, like they gonna do something next year, or how it's gonna end. Like the story could be wrapped up, but still question mark. I just feel like it's a thing that could happen.
And like y'all gotta remember now, in the paper they said Green Arrow. We have a Green Arrow, Mia. You Now, we originally thought it would be Oliver, but now we know it's not going to be Oliver. But we have a Green Arrow. And in that paper, it always said the Green Arrow, right? Who's the Green Arrow now?
I don't know why you saying all these Earths better be restored. That's not how crisis work.
That's not how crisis work, Pam.
At the most, you may get like 5 to 7 Earths.
If
that's
that many.
Because like the last amount of Earths that was left was 7 before, like it was just 1. So if they can only go back so far or only change so much, it would just be them last 7.
And that's it.
Like,
so that means Black Lightning will get his Earth back.
Y'all need to read the comics. I'm telling you, they ignorant. I don't want to go all the way into the comics because somebody may want to read them on their own. But that shit was ignorant. Like how they end Crisis, ain't no way they could bring everything back. Now I can see them bringing back more than one Earth just so like on the Flash or certain shows you can still do like the multiverse if you want to travel or parallel Earths or whatever. But there's no way every single one of them Earths coming back. He destroyed like hundreds, if not thousands of Earths.
Yeah, the Titans Earth might come back.
Right, because they still probably going to have a season 3.
Yeah.
So that was what, Earth 9?
Yeah.
Earth 9, Earth 1. They may do Earth 3.
Yeah.
Now, 2 is a question mark because Earth 2 real important to like most of the shows. But I feel like they going to leave Earth 2 gone to like make an impact.
Being Wally, that's what he been. He been out doing his thing, living his life, trying to become a better person so he can become a better hero.
The next time that person say something, I'll be just ban them because I ain't got time for people in their shit today. If you don't want to be here, bye. Ain't nobody forcing you to be here. Goodbye. And then whoever made that comment about the Book of Destiny, even if they did have it, if bringing back one Earth would drive somebody mad, how you think they're going to bring back all of them? Kara, like, one of the strongest beings we got. So if it would drive her mad to bring back one Earth, you got to remember, even though she bringing back an Earth, that's billions of people's lives that died that are being restored too. You're rewriting all those destinies. It's not just one. You're rewriting billions of people's destinies. There's no way they can do that on times 1,000 or times 100. They can't do that. I mean, they showed the commercial like he going into the Speed Force. I don't know why, and I don't know why Oliver's there, but I mean, I still feel like 4 gonna be like the craziest episode probably. Now, if 5 crazy 2, I'd be surprised because normally on the wrap up you expect it to be a little calmer than like the rest of the episodes. But if they do ignorant shit on 4 and 5, I'd be surprised. I feel like 4 gonna be the best though, because if you got the man who wrote the Crisis comics like co-writing it, I feel like it's gonna be ignorant. But I mean, I just wish people would be more realistic to certain stuff because it's only certain stuff they could do on a TV budget. If they were movies and you got disappointed, then yeah, you have a right to be disappointed because this could have been movies. But on TV, they gotta shorten it down into 5 hours. And then, yes, you got some fan service, but you can't do everything. Because, I mean, I wish Diggle could have been Green Lantern, but I know if they didn't do it in them first 2 parts, like, it wouldn't go happen. Like, yeah, I feel like Diggle deserved that, but they probably can't even do it now since they coming out with a show on another network, so. Do you think Jeff was pointless since he died anyways? No, because if he would have died on his Earth, then the heroes wouldn't have been able to have enough time to come up with a plan to reverse the antimatter, and we probably would have died much quicker.
I love the
everybody served a purpose.
I love the fact that Grant and John's Barry Allen went to Flash time.
Yeah, that was dope.
I love that fact.
Now, what I did say on Twitter, I wonder if Flash is gonna pick up that Steel and Speed trick, and if we gonna see that later.
But he really can steal speed, or borrow.
Yeah,
like they like a lot of species can do that. A lot of species can just steal your speed, period. And I feel like that is something for the future. Like Barry's gonna take somebody's speed.
I feel like he would do that to Wally. Like Wally tried to jump in an impulsive situation.
Yeah.
Or now see, if he tried to do that on Reverse Flash, it wouldn't work right? Because he with the negative speed force. It would have like because at first I was waiting on him to be petty and use it on him, but then I was like, it ain't gonna work the same because the effect's gonna be different.
But who's to say it didn't work?
I mean, it could, and it could have
but this is what I'm saying. Future timeline Barry that went back in the past to save himself. We saw Barry take himself, but what if during that altercation in that fight, Barry was siphoning off a little bit of his speed at a time?
So that's why he can't go back.
Exactly.
Bitch, you wrong for that, bitch. Mr.
I came up with that off the top of my head.
With Jennifer save everyone, I feel like she should have a role in Crisis. Now, I do feel like, based on what I've seen in the comics, we don't have a Dr. Light, which Dr. Light is important to like the end game of this whole thing. So, if Jennifer somehow comes back, yes, I feel like they could use her. But my logic, looking at it from the TV perspective, we don't have the Monitor anymore. So, who's powerful enough to be able to bring her to that situation? Now, if the Anti-Monitor brought her to use her, then it's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how that will work because he's the only being there now on a cosmic level that will be able to do that unless they do something different with Oliver's as Spectre and he's able to do something like that. But he will have to know she exists. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Do you think we'll get DC Rebirth on the shows after Crisis? I mean, no, and possibly. Because, I mean, you're going to have like a new Green Arrow show that's coming. That would be kind of like the Rebirth for their show. But for Flash, Rebirth was when Wally took over. They not going to do that on the show. Like, there's no Flash without Barry. Unfortunately, like, they wouldn't do that now. Not now, anyway. Ugh. Now, I do think that a lot of the shows will have different aspects going into the next part after Crisis. Because, like, things can't exactly be the same no more after this. There's got to be a big death. There's got to be, like, certain stuff that don't exist or does exist now that didn't before. Like, it's going to be little changes on each show.
I don't know about 0 Hour. It's possible.
What's 0 Hour?
Like,
that's a comic thing too. Now I ain't
gonna lie.
It's a lot
they can do.
What I would like to see, but I know that probably won't happen on no TV budget, is at the end of this shit have Darkseid watching this whole time, so that they can tease him for like another Crisis at some point. Cause that's the only other bigger Crisis I can see them doing. It's like including Darkseid for everybody to fight him, cause he powerful too. So that would be dope. But I remember they teased Darkseid on Supergirl at some point, but I don't think they ever cast or had nothing happen with him, right?
I don't remember that.
Like at the end of one season, them ladies that sent Rain, I think they had like sent the baby off that I think was Darkseid, but they never showed what happened to that after. I want to say they teased that like in season 3, like they was sending him from Apocalypse. Like they sent the baby from Apocalypse to make it look like it was Darkseid, but they never like did nothing with it. I don't think. I remember watching it because I think season 3 I remember the most out of everything. I want to say they did that.
No, that was
Jamil, thank you for the donation. I do want Barry to disappear based on the comics, but if he really was, don't y'all think he would have asked Wally to take over for good? I mean, Wally would have to be here for him to ask him anything, but I still think Barry could disappear. He thought he was gonna disappear on the whole treadmill. Then you had like 90s Barry step in. That doesn't, but like, and then you got the whole time that Crisis is unfolding, you got the Monitor saying events are unfolding differently than he foresaw. So, I mean, we don't necessarily know what can happen. It's like question mark at this point. Because stuff happening differently than it was supposed to. So, even though he thought he was supposed to die and didn't, it don't mean he still won't later. So, I feel like 4 will kill people that we not prepared to see. And that's what's going to be like the bad part. Not bad, but like that's gonna be the shocker. Like everybody was planning on Barry to die, he didn't. Somebody else took his place. Now it's like we don't know what's gonna happen. So 4 is where I think people gonna get taken out. Ooh, that's your shit right there, Trey. Lisa said, I know it's unlikely, but what if Jenna gets changed into a boy? Then we go back to Earth and deal with Daniel West. Because now's the time to make changes, really. I mean,
it depends on how they change it. Because if they make that change, the only person who would realize that change would be Barry.
Yeah.
Don't nobody else really know the family like that but Barry out of those people. I could say Sarah would know, but like she don't really hang out with Barry like that. But
the way it's supposed to be is only
it'll be like I figured this is the way they will bring back the Earth. This is the way, if I'm thinking as a writer, the way I feel like they will bring back the Earths is they will bring them back right before the moment of them
disintegrating.
Yeah, the antimatter wave. Right before that moment, it'll be like the wave, it'll turn to clear skies. They wouldn't go back before a time of someone being reborn or somebody not being born. It would be right at that exact moment.
But if they do that, but it's not as many Earths as before, stuff still could change, because if you have any kind of mergers or like when they fighting at the dawn of time, any one thing could change, like how they do that. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. So like if the anti-monitor try to make it to where it's the antimatter universe, then get stopped, then you have Spectre come in and fight him and change stuff, but it's only like 3 to 6 Earths or whatever, so it's not as many as before. Then when you come back, it's certain stuff that'll be different, but only the people that were there at the dawn of time will remember what happened. They will only be the ones to notice the difference. So only 7 people or 8 people would know the differences when they got back to the Earth. So Who Boy, thank you for the donation. Lex will bring Black Lightning back, and he along with Spectre will play strong roles in defeating the anti-monitor. Okay. You sound real sure about that. Who would have thought of Mick being the one to calm the baby? I thought that was funny.
I figured that when they start passing when they start passing that baby down, I was like, he going straight to me.
But I don't know. Now, I don't feel like they would kill Ryan Choi because if people like his character enough, they would probably keep him to take Ray's place at some point, because he is supposed to be like the future Adam. Because we even knew that from like the Flash season when they had Nora, because that's the one who made Barry new suit, right? In the ring, or no?
Yeah, season 5 suit.
Okay. All right, Kevin Smith, thanks for the donation.
Keep it up.
Lido, thanks for the donation. Let's see.
Eyes, man.
The vanishing point is basically the dusk of time. I mean, I know it's something they got to do with time, because the Time Masters was there in Legends. So it is nice to see that if you've watched all these shows, they do have points that pay off. Because like Sarah would have been the only one there that knew where they were and why it was the way it was, because of what happened on Legends. So Paragon of Destiny, like she done been through some shit. So like she know a lot. Now I would like to see how they gonna use Martian Manhunters, like, cause you got him and Supergirl from they show that are Paragons. That's interesting to me. I didn't think they used him as a Paragon, but since they are,
it's about fucking time.
But since they are, it's gonna be interesting to see him like with his going full out with his alien ability. Like I need him to be able to do that, cause like he deserved that moment, because they be
formidable warrior,
depowering him on Supergirl.
Like give it, like fire, bro.
I know he is at some point, Kevin. That's why I said I don't think they'll kill Ryan Choi. Like I feel like he's gonna be the next, and I like him anyway from when he was on Supernatural.
What I want to know is watch the preview again. Notice how long are they stuck out there, y'all? Trey, what the fuck are you talking about? Ryan has no hair on his face. If you watch the trailer, Ryan has a full beard. How long are they out there? I didn't even
notice that. That's wild.
Watch that shit again. He has a full-on beard.
Bruh, I didn't even think. I'm gonna have to watch that again. I didn't even think about that.
I was like, why the fuck does he have a...
You right, because when we watched the first ever teaser and they showed them out there, we didn't know like what scene it was, and we was like certain people not there.
There, yeah.
So
like we
that's
saw
crazy.
Like he was baby faced it in this bit. Come back later when they was standing out there for the promo for January, that boy had a full beard.
So, I mean, they could do a time jump, or they could just make it seem like time works differently there. I mean, it's the dawn of time.
True.
So, it's either time jump because they waiting on him to figure out their next move. Like well, for one, we at the vanishing point. I don't know how we get from the vanishing point to the dawn of time. Because they look like they in middle space.
Well, that's what you got the big brains for.
Mm-hmm. So they might be there trying to figure out how to get where they need to get.
Like you got a lot of brains. You got shit.
I'm surprised
you
they
got
took
Lex.
them.
You got fucking Ryan. You got Barry who can learn.
I'm surprised Barry might be the one that can he take people with him if he transfer universe? Like like if he goes somewhere else.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too. That's probably
I feel
why
like, but see, they at that point, so they could take a pod. They could probably try to salvage parts or build a pod, build different pods for them to get to that point.
I'm just happy that we out in space right now because I didn't even think they do no spacey stuff. Like, but I was laughing at somebody said the dawn of time looked like the place where the Power Rangers said took place. If you go back to the original Power Rangers and they be up there on the thing and they be like it's morphin' time. Like if you go back to the old school, they on the rocks. They say it looked like a Power Ranger set. I was laughing at that. So they gonna be there for a while. You would love to see a Lex and Thawne interaction. You may get that because we all know that Lex ain't shit. Just because he's there and rewrote himself into Superman's position does not mean he gonna be on our team. In the vanishing point, I can't remember how time worked there. That could be why he got a beard too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Oh, the anti-Monte is so ugly. I mean, he the anti, everything. So if you had to live in an antimatter universe, you probably wouldn't look pretty either. Just saying.
No, I don't think Barry's gonna die.
I think they chose Barry as the paragon of love just because, he basically was ready to sacrifice himself for the love of his friends. You got to think about him and Iris. And then you got to think about the people that sacrificed themselves for him because they love him. I feel like that was a good choice. I mean, what else would you call him? I can't even English. What would you call him besides that? I mean... Then you gotta think about it when they had the last, what was the name of the episode? The Last Temptation of Barry Allen. It was basically love that brought him back out of that. You gotta think about them situations he be in. That was kind of on point. I don't know Stargirl to have an opinion, so I can't answer that. I like people keep doing it, comparing Thanos to the Antimonster, talking about Marvel, talking about Thanos wiped out half of existence, but the Antimonster murdered everybody, on every universe ever. That's funny. Woo boy, thank you for the donation. Black Lightning says he will play a major role in Crisis. That's why I said that about him and Spectre. I mean, I would think you would need him and Jean to some extent. Because like I said, they don't have a Dr. Light. Now, what's surprising to me is that Pariah is not supposed to be able to die. He's supposed to watch and be drawn to situations. So even though they showed him disappear, I'm wondering if he's going to come back. Because he's supposed to be able to watch all this. So I don't know, unless him taking the Paragons wherever they needed to go was what he was there for, and then that's it. But I'm surprised. And then is Lila dead? Because they showed her disappear too. And the Anti-Monster was just using her, but is she still alive too? Them the kind of questions I got. Now if Harbinger and Pariah are still alive, then I can see them finding them somewhere out in space at some point. Maybe that's what takes time, and then you got more people that could come back based on their powers, but I don't know. Because on the Aftermath show, they made it seem like Pariah was dead. He was in the memoriam, so I don't know. Did you see that? For the memoriam, and then they gonna do Kevin Smith Earth 420. He was dead on Earth 420. That shit was stupid. But yeah, they had a whole memoriam for each Earth and the people that died each episode, and they had Pariah up there. Now I did not see Lila, so that's what I'm just I don't know. But of course they showed up with her hands out she was the Anti-Monster, and she disappeared too. But He ain't gonna kill everybody because you still need some people to help you with your plan. And then that's why I was like, I still feel like he got shadow demons and stuff too. Like when they get ready to fight at the done time, he probably gonna unleash all his shadow demons or something. But I don't know. Did you not watch the reaction?
Well,
did y'all see the devil himself in the crossover? If we reacted to it, obviously we saw him. Did you watch the reaction?
I don't watch Lucifer, y'all. So,
but still, we knew he said he was the devil. Like obviously, we watched it. We saw that. Thank you for the donation to Shira. Yes, Lila smiled after she got possessed. She did that shit. She was ignorant. I thought she had took my boy Dig out. I was like, oh my god. Do you think Black Lightning actually moving to Vancouver?
It just depends on what they want to do.
And for those of y'all who don't know, the man who plays the Monitor and the Anti-Monitor, his real name is LaMonica Garrett. I did not just pull that out of the air. Somebody really thought that I made that name for that man, and then he watched us and changed his Twitter to that. Like, I had so many people telling me that. They was like, somebody's obviously a fan. And then they tagged his Twitter because it say LaMonica. I'm like, that's his name, though. Like, I didn't make that name up for that man because his name, the Monitor, like LaMonica. Like, I didn't do that. I wouldn't feminize a man. Like, I wouldn't do that. Like, to me, I wouldn't take a man's name and do that if that's not his name. Like, that's his real name. I was like, I wouldn't do that.
So y'all really thought...
I guess people just thought that him, looking at him and his name being LaMonica...
Like, look how big he
was
is.
That was not it. Jamil, thank you for the donation.
Wow.
It said that the Speed Force shows itself as loved ones. So I think Oliver is going to be there just to help Barry out with some of his problems. It's possible. I mean, I still think Barry blamed himself for Oliver dying because, you know, he had that whole speech like, I gave it up for you and Carl, and they over there, like, drinking. Over there about to start drinking. Like, why would you do this for me? Like, no. Only for me to die next year anyway, but... Oliver was pissed. Can we talk about that moment where him and Barry was having that conversation? And Barry was like, I'm supposed to die in this crisis. Oliver was like, nope. Hey, he was like, hey, get up.
Who are you talking to?
Right. He was like, nope.
Right now.
He was upset. That was hilarious. Calling that man out of space and time like, bitch, stop playing games. I sacrificed myself. And he was like, this is totally different, my boy. Sorry. Jason, thank you for the donation. Hey Trey, if Wally returns, what suit do you want him in? I say gray red.
He gonna be in that yellow suit. See, this is the thing. Had he stayed on the show and wouldn't have left, he would have got an updated suit. Yeah. But you were gone too long, player.
A lot of people thinking he coming because, like, I guess he had like pink hair on his Instagram, and he was like, I guess he liked it, but he was like, it had to be like short term. So I guess people thinking he had to cut it off or re-dye it for like the show or whatever. So I'm just like, I mean,
but like gray and red, I guess so. But I'm like,
he would have to be in it to get a new suit though.
Yeah, like man, you gotta commit. Like if you want a new suit, man, you gotta commit. Like I feel like Carlos should get up. Like I feel like he need an updated suit.
He don't want his powers either. Look, they probably like nah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. But guess what? They still talking about Hartley getting a new suit. You know what I'm saying? Ralph might be getting an updated suit with the red. Like, so I feel like
if Wally don't appear in Crisis, I know he's supposed to be in the back half of the Flash. Now, of course, Wally was important to the comics, like, but it's different for the show. Like, you have to rearrange people how you got them. So it's just, I mean, it is what it is. Jordan, I guess you was late. We already had a conversation about Psycho Pirate. People keep talking about that too. Talking about the way Jeff and Dig ain't know each other, but like when he seen them come in, they did that little nod. But I wonder if you know what I caught though when I went back and watched it. You know Jeff always do that. My life is mine. Do whatever by any means necessary. Dig said that too. By any means necessary. After Black Lightning showed up. So I wonder if he knew him some kind of way, or like a version of him from Earth 1. Because we realized they showed us that there was an Earth 1 Jeff that had powers. Sure. So I'm wondering, because if you go back to that scene When they all come in, when Black Lightning and Barry get through talking, and then him and Dick do the head nod. When they was figuring out they plan, he said by any means necessary, and he looked over at him. So that just made me wonder if he knew him on Earth 1. Cause we always be saying like, what if that's Lynn's brother or what if that's Lynn's stepbrother or brother or whatever? Like that could have been like a little subtle play on the fact that they could know each other, but they couldn't explore that. I be noticing that shit because I be wanting them to know each other, but he was like by any means necessary. Because Jeff always say that
I'm not related to Lynn Stewart. John Stewart.
Yeah,
is Lynn Stewart's brother. Diggle is a character that was just made up, and in the Arrowverse, we're trying to get him to be Green Lantern. That's why his stepfather was last name Stewart. So,
but you would have to watch Arrow to know that. Y'all be sleeping on some of these shows.
Yeah, like everybody keeps.
I don't think everything.
Watching Black Lightning ain't got nothing to do with Crisis. Well, you missed a good episode because it had everything to do with Crisis.
Magic Johnson, I don't think everything will be reversed. I think we will be able to save stuff to an extent based on how this fight goes at the dawn of time. But I still feel like, I don't know. I just don't know how they want to do it for the show. And like I said, I don't want to spoil the comics for people that's like currently reading or that want to read. But I mean, it could go a couple different ways. So, Jeremiah, thank you for the donation. I wonder if the Speed Force will spit out a bunch of speedsters to aid in the final battle. I don't think they do that, homie. No. I don't think they just conjure up the souls of the dead and be like, here, battle. I mean, I can see the Speed Force wanting to help Barry because if Barry no longer exists in a way the Speed Force wouldn't exist, right? Like if everything was just done and it was the end, then it wouldn't exist. Now, we got the whole possible reincarnation thing from the comics that could happen. But if nothing exists, then the Speed Force doesn't exist either. So of course they're gonna be Team Bear. Like we need this one for the team. Come on, coach. Come on.
What made me mad about the crossover?
There's no way they would bring it. Linder, for you to say Rip Hunter might return for Crisis, do you watch Legends? I'm gonna ask you that question first. Because there's a whole bunch of mojo they'd have to do to bring him back, period. They ain't got them people to be able to do that. We ain't got Constantine. We ain't got the Conjurers. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't got Dr. Fate.
Right. We ain't got none of them people. How they made him seem like he went on Legends. Y'all got to... I don't think Kara's Earth gonna come back. I think they want her on Earth 1.
Batman.
They did not ruin Batman. I feel like, yes, people may not have gotten to see the end of Batman's story the way they want it, but that Batman is a continuity as well. What do they call him?
Some people are saying that's the Dark Knight Batman. Some people are saying that's Kingdom Come Batman. Look, I don't give a damn.
They were calling him like, I forgot what it was. It wasn't like that though. It wasn't like a comic reference or nothing like that. I don't know what it was. It like Lost Hope Batman. Like he didn't have nothing left. That like there's a Batman that really has nothing left. That's like you can't get everything you want to get it like that. Like I love Batman. Period. Yes, I love to see Kevin Conroy, and I hate they had to do him like that. But at the same time, you got to see a Batman, which is something that would never happen on the CW. So you got to see a Batman.
Why? I don't get why y'all like this. This is what gets me. Y'all feel like the character was trash. Like I don't get that. Like I watched it. Oh, okay. I see what they're doing. It's not like it was Earth 1 Batman. It's not like it was her Bruce. It was a Bruce from another Earth. So why
and Batman always be like one step away from losing it anyway. He an anti-hero who lost his parents and a lot of other people close to him. Like he was saying in the thing, he killed one person. And it's just so easy after that to keep killing. After you cross that line, you can't really come back from that. Like, it's hard to do. That's what they was trying to show y'all. That Batman was there for Kate. And that's what people don't want to see. That Batman was there to show her not to go down that same path. That was her lesson. She is the future Batman of the CW. That's as close as y'all gonna get. And that was the point that they made by showing that Kevin Conroy's Batman. To show her not to lose hope. So
I don't get y'all, man. Like, it has to make sense. They're trying to expand upon the shows that they have. Right. So this Batman over here, he has no hope, he's killed. She was finna, if you watch Batwoman, you would know that in the episode before that, she was about to kill her own sister. Do you know if you kill your own family member, how easy it'll be for you to kill anybody else?
Right. Amen. Sir.
Come on, bro. Like, I want y'all to use logic when watching these shows.
That's where we were on Batwoman before we left off before the crisis. She was this close to killing Alan, telling her daddy, I ain't gonna stop you. You know, all that kind of stuff. Like, if they put her down, talking about her like she a dog. Like, if they go that route, like, that's it. That's why everybody has their own little thing to pull from. And most people don't get that. Just because you don't like one show, that don't mean, like, I don't see how some of y'all can call yourself fans, because it's like, I'm a fan, but I only like The Flash. I'm a fan, but I only like Arrow. Like, you have to kind of watch all of this stuff. Even if you may not agree with it, it's there for a reason. Because it's so much stuff that you probably missed that were like Easter eggs from other shows because y'all don't watch them.
Like,
I didn't like Legends when it first came out, but I still went and watched it. I wasn't a fan of the first Supergirl season, but I still went and watched it. Like, a lot of this stuff is like a play on stuff that's happened on other shows.
I'm like, I don't get what Batman was this big hero to y'all. Batman is not a hero. When y'all understand that and I understand that you watch Batman, Batman the animated series, the New Adventures of Batman and Robin, Justice League Unlimited, and they portray him more of as a hero. But even in Justice League, Batman told them, I'm part-time. I ain't turning myself into the authorities. I'm finna figure out this shit myself.
Diggle was always a good man, though. Diggle killed his brother because his brother was about to kill his family. Like, that's a different situation. Like, it's not like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna keep killing. Like, he not really even the type of superhero like you would call, like, a main character that deal with that shit every week. Like, he's not an Arrow. Like, yes, he could be, but just like the season they had Diggle as Arrow, if he would have had to kill people, like, he probably would have kept going down that path. But different things change for different people. But for the most part, when you an anti-hero, like a bad person in Gotham where fucking shit is just fucked up anyway, like, yeah, if you kill somebody, you gonna keep killing people. Like, I can't speak for everybody.
Have y'all watched the new
people
Batman
like take
movies
everything.
That's
I
been
see them
out?
have
Like,
to talk like y'all in kindergarten.
Like Batman versus Robin, Batman Son of Batman, Batman Bad Bloods, when he was going off on Damien talking about something. If it hadn't been for Dick, you would have gone too far. He's not killing, bro. It's y'all don't understand this because y'all don't.
I define Batman as an anti-hero, not just a regular hero. Because he do stuff his own way.
And does he have his good intentions? Yes, he does. Batman is the guy that has a contingency for the contingency for the contingency for the contingency. There is a plan for a plan for a plan for a plan. Have y'all watched Justice League Doom? Bro, when I tell y'all this dude has a way to stop anybody.
I guess you didn't watch the end of Black Lightning.
He's not playing. Like, the Justice League is the biggest threat in the world. Who can stop them?
Let me make this clear for the people that's confused about the Jennifers from Black Lightning. You got to realize that when the Arrow did what they did to Earth 2, that could have been any point in time. You got to remember the Monitor had him jumping around to different points in time doing stuff. So, yes, he put him there right before it happened to show him what was going to happen. It was an example. Like, he could have been in the future. Just like how you got Mia. She from the future, but the future don't exist no more, but she still was there. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you have to look at stuff like that. Like, we had Mia from 2040, but ain't no 2040 if the Monitor just erased everything. I mean, if the Anti-Monitor just erased everything, but she was still around. So, you got to realize these are like cosmic beings. So, even though we seen Earth 2, we saw Earth 2, really Earth 2 and Earth 1 got kind of like wiped out at the same time for Black Lightning. It don't necessarily mean it all happens at the same time. They just showing you from her point of view, like, what's happening.
Okay, let me break it down for you Lucifer fans. Okay. How is he erased? Who said he's erased? Do y'all know that there's a heaven and a hell in the DC universe? He could have just went to hell. That's no guarantee that he's erased. Let me explain something. I don't have to watch a show to know about a character. Okay? I know that there's a heaven, a hell, apocalypse, speed force. Goddamn, it's all this other stuff in the multiverse. He could have went to heaven or he could have went to hell. Where do you think he went to? Oh, the earth is bloody gone. I'm safe in my confines of hell. He could have snapped and went to hell. Or he could have died. He could have got erased. Who knows, right? I'm just saying. Even I know, even though I don't watch the show, I know it's a hell. So where do you think he went? Lucifer fan?
I mean, Charlie Boy, at the same time, they've been watching Earth get destroyed over this whole situation. Like, too much emotion will cripple you in the situation where you still have to fight. So it's like, yes, they know they gone, but I mean, it was already happening anyway, so it's not that much of a shock. It's not like they just popped up not knowing nothing about Crisis and then everything vanished with them. That's when you would expect a lot of emotion. But the fact that they've sat here and tried to save Earth and couldn't, seeing Earth disappear one at a time, and then them people disappeared, but they got, like transferred off somewhere else, it's still a fight left ahead. You can't show all that emotion and then, that will cripple you going forward.
No.
I like Crisis too. Like, I feel like people that's hating are people that just either read the comics and expected way more, like unrealistically, than the show could provide with the TV budget, or it's people that don't watch all of the shows and are confused on certain parts.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about it. Anyone else I want to show up in Crisis? I just want to see Reverse Flash. I just feel like that's gonna be interesting. I don't know if they're gonna bring more characters back and whatever else, but I mean, Earth 2 Gen and Earth 1 Gen are dead. I don't know what y'all didn't get about that. If y'all watched the last piece of Black Lightning, when they saw the antimatter wave, those 2 gens disappeared, and only the one that we knew from Black Lightning's Earth remained as pure energy. They showed them disintegrate just like everybody else, so wouldn't think they were still alive. That's why I said our gen is question mark, because she was energy. If she can absorb antimatter and not die, when she's pure energy, I'm assuming she's still existing somewhere. They just don't know how to get to her or bring her back or whatever. So, because like stuff that happens in the comics, there was no way they could do that. Like, but one of my favorite moments, I think, was like when Lila showed back up and then she was like, I can't remember what I was doing on Earth 1. Barry hit that turnaround. Barry hit that turnaround stuff like, bitch, this bitch said shit. But it was so funny. Then they all started talking out loud, mind you, like she couldn't hear them. That's the shit that killed me. Tell me something. What if the anti-monitor was using her the whole time? She turned around like, you got it, bitch. Like, that shit was funny. I'm like, bruh. Then Superman, she bodied him. Bodied Diggle. Bodied all of them, really. And then I know it's people probably mad about the fight between the anti-monitor and the monitor, but their powers, his power grows based on how many universes he destroys, and the monitor weakens based on how many are left. So if it's one Earth left compared to this man that body like 100, who's gonna be stronger? Like, there's no fight. Just saying. So yeah. If they kill Martian Manhunter, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'd be emotional about that.
I like his character, but I still feel like he underused. So it's like
he is so powerful, man. Is. I could watch a Martian Manhunter show. Like, people don't understand. Like, I would watch a Martian Manhunter movie. Like, I feel like, I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna keep saying it till fucking Warner Brothers hear me, bro. Like, people are asking me in this chat, you know what I'm saying? Are you excited for the Flash movie? I could give a fuck about the Flash movie if I'm being honest. The movie, like, it was supposed to be out years ago.
Yeah, because I think they just came out with a release date.
Like next year was supposed to be the Cyborg movie. We were supposed to already had the Flash movie done. DC, Warner Brothers, does not know what they want to do. And I'm going to keep saying it because I'm not scared to say it. You don't know what you want to do. If you have a plan, whoever the fuck is in your office, they're sucking at their job.
I would like
this shit needs to get done.
If they if all the Earths, like when everything was over, they formed the Justice League so that for next crisis we actually had a League of Heroes, that would be cool. But I don't know.
I don't care that Wonder Woman on her second movie. That don't bother me. What I want is consistency. I want consistency.
Why is Martian Manhunter always played by black people in TV and movies? I ain't gonna even hit you with that kind of education. I'm gonna let you figure that out for yourself. Is Ezra Miller even playing the Flash anymore? Because I done heard so much shit about that movie. I wouldn't be surprised if the trailer got somebody else in it.
This is the thing about the whole Flash movie, y'all. Know the reason? I'm gonna tell you the real reason why and I'm gonna keep saying this shit. They ain't putting that shit together until the Flash get ready to go off TV. They scared. They're scared because the cats you see. Oh, I'm sorry. Over here, them people right there are rocking they shit. Well, we can't have two flashes out at the same time. It just wouldn't work. But
it would. That's the thing. They should have played the long game. My whole thing is if you got the right person to play that character and did him right in the movie that he was in, even if it was just a debut, people love the Flash. That's just a character that people love. So if it's done right, people are gonna be with it regardless. But
like me, I wouldn't have been scared to put the movie out. You know why? Because I would have brought Grant ass and I would have brought Candace ass to the multiverse with them. I'd have been like, would y'all like to let's say it was a big fight at the end of the movie. Ezra's Flash is losing. Who come help him with just a little bit? This guy right here. Just give him a little punch.
That's the long game. That's the long game. Putting the TV universe with the movie universe as the multiverse.
People would have lost their shit.
They ain't trying to see it. They don't want that money.
And then he'd be like, and then all you have to have Cisco in the background vibing. And all you have to do is have Candace say, Barry, come home to me. People be like, oh shit, let's go. Run up out of here. Gotta go home. Iris needs me. And play his theme music. Run back through that shit. Go kick his ass.
I ain't gonna even lie. I love Disney, but I love the WB too for the characters that they made. As much as Disney could buy the DCEU and fix it, I would rather them fix their own shit. Cause yeah, Disney got the money, but you still need that passion of them characters for somebody to make the shit right. I would just rather them put money into themselves and fix it themselves. But if they made the TV universe a part of the multiverse, you could get away with that in so many movies to where
they might steal my ideas. Ain't nobody watching my shit.
If they steal it, guess what? They let that shit happen in a movie. I'm gonna find a whole lawyer and I'm gonna pull this video back up.
I don't know
because they got the date and time and everything. And
I don't know why.
But you know what's funny? You say people don't watch your videos, and them be the very folks that be watching, getting their ideas from and sliding them in later, thinking you ain't gonna pay no attention. Because most people just be like, "Oh yeah, I said that," and they just feel like somebody already had the idea. That movie ain't coming out till 2022. Let me find out.
I'm this is the thing about the Flash.
Okay, but if you have to understand, the crossover has its own writer's room versus singular shows. So you can't say Ruby Rose is better in the crossover. Yes, she may be, but at the end of the day, she has to act what's written for her. I don't know why people do that to actresses and actors. They have to act what's written on the paper for the script. So get on they writers, because they all come together in the writer's room for the crossover. They all have to be on the same page.
Bro, this is the thing about the Flash movie. I like people keep saying the director's leaving. The directors are leaving the project. Like I said this to Tasha the other night while we was talking. I was like, I would rather them leave the project because they don't understand the character than them put out a bullshit movie. If you feel like you can't handle the Flash, thank you. I appreciate you for leaving. I 100% appreciate you for leaving. What's up?
Hello? Hello? Oh, yes, sir. Okay, that's
All right, but I'm just saying, y'all, I would rather them leave the project. Just leave. There's nothing wrong with bowing out of a project that you don't fully understand or you don't see how to direct it. That's
Chris,
cool with me.
thank you for the donation. I feel like you just made that up though, but all right.
Like I respect that more than somebody saying I got this and then you put the movie out and then the movie is complete and utter trash.
They could, if they used Grant as a Flash in the movie, there would be no Flash show because they don't know how to do that like that. That's what I'm saying. They would have to either hold off on this movie until the Flash show is done and then use Grant and put him in like the DCEU. But I don't even think I'd want that for him because the DCEU need to get their shit together. Like, yes, Wonder Woman got good movies. Aquaman was good. Like, we still ain't got no good Batman and no good Superman, really, to be honest. Like,
it's not that I have a problem with Ezra Miller. That's not my problem. My problem is with the company behind the movie. Like, I feel like y'all don't understand what you want for your universe. Once you understand what you want for your universe, like, this is the thing, like...
Jerlani, I don't think those were his exact words, but I get what you're trying to say.
What?
Because he was saying, or who, I don't know if it's he or she, they were saying that the Monitor said they regret the Anti-Monitor's creation or something like that. But, like, they not saying it in a sense of, like, he let him be created. Supposedly, they were created at the same time. When the Earths formed, when the multiverse formed, there was the positive matter universe, and there was the antimatter universe. So they were created at the same time. That's why you can kind of say they brothers, but they really not. They like opposites of each other. But I mean, it just happened.
Listen, y'all. I love Grant as the Flash. Don't get it twisted. But everybody can't make that transition from TV to movies. Can he? Yeah, it's quite possible. But acting on TV and acting on movies, and acting in movies are two different things. Like, I can tell the difference in an actor. Like, Will Smith on TV and Will Smith, the movie actor, are two different people. They're two different people. And I can see it. Even Jamie Foxx, from when he was on his show to movies, I see the dynamic and the change.
They could start off with the DCU, but then now you're in the situation to where if you reboot, then you gotta find another Wonder Woman, you gotta find another Aquaman, and then like those movies were good.
But see, that's the thing about that's the thing about DC. You don't have to recast. You can keep the same people. It's just people.
I feel like their whole issue was not having individual movies before you tried to come together and do Justice League. Like, Justice League should have been that movie that killed box offices, like, period. And if you knew you was going to have these people, like you had Wonder Woman, Aquaman should have came out before Justice League. If they was going to do a Cyborg movie, that should have came out before Justice League. Like, you should have had them singular movies first. Then instead of trying to just jumble people together.
Let me stop y'all with that Zack Snyder cut shit. Cut that shit out. Cut that shit out. He fucked up. The movie was fucking trash. Let it go. Oh, now you want to come out with a picture of black suit Superman, right? Okay, so why not just keep the fucking beard? Y'all, stop trying to make excuses for people. It was trash. It was utter fucking trash. Admit it. It was trash then. His cut gonna be trash. A revised cut 20, 30 years from now is gonna be fucking trash. The movie's dead. The movie came out, 2016. It's 3 years later. We still talking about a Zack Snyder cut? Get the fuck out of here. The movie was fucking garbage. It was. I fell asleep on a fucking Batman Superman movie. That's trash. I don't give a fuck if he left. He finished a lot of that movie. Whatever the fuck bro, fuck that movie. It was trash then. It's gonna be trash now. Your fucking CGI crew is fucking trash. Fucked up all his mouth when you could have just left the beard there. Because if you watched, what was it? The Reign of Superman? You saw him with the beard. You saw him in the black suit in the cartoon. The animated universe does movies better than the actual live action crew. What are y'all doing? Y'all don't know what y'all are doing. Y'all have nobody to say yes, no, who actually cares and gives a fuck. I would even take Kevin Smith right now and y'all sit him down and add him to the crew. Y'all need a couple YouTubers who care. Cause I guarantee y'all couldn't have pulled that shit if I was sitting at that damn table. I'm like, no. Like, I'm like, scrap that shit. Take all that CGI away. Well, how are we gonna explain it? Get a reshoot. Why? All we have to do is get the lady that played Lois Lane. Get her in here. She see him.
Yes, DC animated movies are way better than live action.
And just have her say nice
should
beard.
tell you something. That should tell you something.
That shit was trash, bro.
I think I fell asleep in Batman versus Superman until Wonder Woman showed up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember nothing but the part she was in, bro. That's why I was like, they rushed though. Like, they rushed trying to do cash grabs. That shit was trash. They should have just, like I said, done the singular movies for the characters you was going to have in Justice League, the important people, and then do the Justice League movie.
Like, I said what they could have did. They could have did Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, give a tease for another character after Batman v Superman, or if you're going to have Batman v Superman, then do your Wonder Woman movie. If she was going to be in the movie, do your Wonder Woman movie, do whatever. But you're not thinking.
Right, and then if it was big enough, you ain't have to wait that many years because, like, what, Marvel was dropping big movies like 2-3 times a year. So you could have dropped some of them people in the same year. Miguel, thank you for the donation. How do y'all feel about Kate and Kara replacing Oliver and Barry's relationships? I'm with it. Both relationships have much similarities. I'm
like
cool
it.
with that. I like.
I saw that coming. I was saying that. I was like, this is the new thing right here. Like,
because that's who probably gonna have like crossovers. Like when they do the little mini crossovers, sometimes they probably gonna be on each other's show after, especially if Supergirl ends up on Earth 1. So
yeah, so that's what I feel like gonna happen. Kara gonna end up on Earth 1, and they're gonna have that relationship.
I saw somebody saying something about, is there another poster out for the second half of the Crisis? Because somebody said something about another poster. I hope it's better than the first one.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Because I seen fan posters that was like legit
Fire.
The shit, right? Because I thought they was real, and they was like, "Oh no, this fan post." I was like,
I
wow.
only watched it once, Batman Hush, but it was cool. Like, yeah, even with the changes, it was cool. I mean, I would have preferred it. Like, you know, they switch things. Like, and that's the thing I adapt with. When I start realizing that sometimes you have to just take things as they are. I'm gonna tell you the movie that just didn't work for me as a DC fan.
We didn't get a chance to do a review on it, but we definitely watched it.
The movie that broke my heart, that I wanted to be just fucking amazing, and it wasn't, The Killing Joke. The movie was, the animated movie was not what it should have been for me. And I was sitting here like, even though they went to the old art style, I was cool with that. I was like, oh, okay, they went with old school art style. I was like, okay. And they got both my boys on the voices. I'm like, oh, this is... And I'm sitting here like... The movie was... It was like... we was over here doing a story, right? And then we jumped over here, and I was like, wait, this is a weird ass transition. Why did we transition like that? Like, it was so weird. Like, maybe I need to watch it again. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I wasn't feeling it. I'll watch it again and give y'all another review on it. But my initial reaction was I didn't enjoy that movie. And I was really shocked because... one, it was a Batman movie. And that don't happen. So when I was like, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just in a bad mood. And I remember saying that when I watched the movie. I was like, maybe I'm just in a bad mood. This is just not, maybe it's me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm in a bad place right now. Maybe I'm trying to make sure it wasn't me and not the movie. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Batman. And this is the Killing Joke.
Some of that shit, you ever thought about writing your own material or short or web series?
I've thought about writing stuff. Like I've thought about writing short stories for me to be in and stuff like that. Yes, I have. I do. It was the movie. Like that's the thing when you say it, when somebody else said it was the movie, like, but I still have to rewatch it. And like I watched that movie, I think at the beginning of the year, like summertime.
No, Diggle does not play the Green Lantern that's coming on HBO, and I would be surprised if it's a part of the Arrowverse.
Put it on Patreon if I watch it again. Oh wow, okay. So Hicks is the Patreon. Alright, if I watch it again during the holiday break, I'll put it on Patreon. I remember to record it. Do you ship?
Whoever asked about Shazam though, yeah, we watched it and it was good. It was
actually underrated.
It was actually more surprisingly better than we thought it was gonna be. It was good though. So if you haven't seen Shazam, I suggest that you watch it. That was actually good.
I feel like it should have made at least $200 million more than it made. That's my, I think that was right. Like $200 million more than it made. But that's just me though. But they are getting a sequel, which is good. And like this is the fun part about the sequel.
Thomas and Christina.
I don't know who the fuck that is. Shazam. No, sorry. Black Adam comes out. Then Shazam 2. So you might, you know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised if you see The Rock in Shazam 2.
If you go back, Bugs Bunny, and watch the Crisis trailer for the next half, you'll see a glimpse of who you're looking for. Who asked that?
What?
About some damn Ruby. We talking about the Crisis. Talking about DC stuff. What's on HBO Go, Danielle?
Oh, Green Lantern or something.
Already? Like it's already out?
No, it's supposed to be on that new HBO thing or something.
HBO Go is not new, so that's why I asked what she was talking about. Oh, Shazam. Okay, that's why I was like, that's HBO Max. She's talking about HBO Go.
Thomas and Chris.
I still feel like it's stupid if you make Green Lantern a part of the Arrowverse and it not be Diggle. Like I don't feel like I would support that. It depends on who the character is. That's stupid to take an Arrowverse show, put it on another network, and then not have Diggle as it. Like it's like y'all just went around him. That's the purpose of y'all putting it on another channel. It's like y'all did that on purpose. Cause if you put it on CW and then it wouldn't Diggle, y'all know people gonna be fired the fuck up and be like, why the fuck didn't y'all make Diggle Green Lantern? So y'all went all the way to HBO just to get out of that.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Cause you got shows that are already leaving. You had room to put it on the CW. Cause Supernatural finna be gone and Arrow finna be gone. Not even including some of the summer shows that's probably finna go. So y'all shitty for that.
Y'all, I'm like, okay, let me do something. I haven't done it. When I think of how good the Arrow seasons are now, I can't lie.
Keep saying Diggle Green Lantern until I see a promo picture or a trailer with him in it. I'm not trusting that. I've heard too many things about that.
Right.
Because if he was, it would be on the CW. Why go to HBO? Like, he would probably get more support on the CW.
Definitely.
I ain't trying to buy another fucking streaming service just to watch one show. And I already pay for HBO. So unless HBO Max come with it, I'm not buying nothing else. I already pay for HBO and you get HBO Go with it. So why make HBO Max?
Whoever spells Stewart like that, anime fantasizer, of course. That is not how you spell his Stewart. You thinking about Stuart Little.
I ain't seen nothing on my boy Davey Ramsey page saying that he Jon Stewart or Green Lantern. So until then, it can stay on HBO. They can own HBO. That's fine. Just like they can give the CW more of a budget if they wanted to do the show on there. It's still all owned by the WB.
The CW wouldn't have the budget to do Green Lantern, right? You mean like they don't have the budget to do Supergirl, Flash?
Unless that show is gonna be space based, that's the only way I can see the budget being ignorant. Unless they always in space, unless they show the origin, the Owens, and how the Green Lantern Corps became and all to be and all of that. Because if they skipping over all of that and we just doing Jon Stewart story, then I mean, hey.
You know, sometimes that's why I don't even read comments aloud. Because when I read them, I make this weird ass face like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, but then
it would not be dope if they bring Static Shock to the CW because they may not do it right. So that's just my opinion on that. I felt like that's where they trying to go if they merge these Earths. Because if they merge the Earths based on Black Lightning's episode, if they recreate Bang Babies or they make it so that everybody becomes a meta in that city, then that leaves that open. And I still feel like they would fuck it up.
Nah, we ain't covered that. I ain't got no thoughts on Stargirl.
What does Zatanna show work? Zatanna? I don't know. I like her as a character, but a lot of people probably don't know who she is.
Everybody doesn't need a show. Like, I still can't believe fucking Stargirl got a show.
It'd be amazing how y'all be like, oh, I don't want something on this network or I don't want something on that network. It's still the WB. It's still Warner Brothers. They still got to hire the people that do it and the writers and whatever. So it could go either way regardless. It's still the WB. CW owned by WB just like y'all saying HBO is. So what's the difference? It's still owned by Warner Brothers. They still got the last say.
What's so funny is you motherfuckers don't even know. Give me 1 second. Give me one second.
It's crazy how they left Thunder out of the Crisis. I mean, they left Jen out of the Crisis too, to be honest. You ain't seen her yet. So I mean, you have to think about it power-wise. Think about it when they showed Black Lightning. What did the Jen from Earth 2 tell them? They were weak. Because she got to hold her breath. Her dad need a suit. Like, she basically was telling them they weak. So, when you take that into account, how much use would she have really been? So, they having to hold your breath. I feel like Jen is the strongest out of all of them. He don't need to go get no DC book. I got it sitting right back there behind me on the shelf if that's what he wanted to get.
Okay. So, what I want you to do.
I mean, Richard, if you feel like you want to do that because you like being annoying every week, so go ahead.
What?
Like I said, the crisis is not over yet. So if Barry still disappear, I want you to come back and apologize since you feel like you want to call somebody out for being wrong.
Where is that at?
Down there with the green right there that you just passed. Richard, of course, he always got something to say. Always trying to be annoying.
Hold up, man. Let's be clear. Did I say I was fucking perfect? Do I ever say I'm always 100% right? Because the day I've said that, bring that up in the fucking video and then say I'm wrong. Everything I say is a fucking theory.
I don't know, because y'all always be asking for stuff.
Everything I say is a fucking theory, bro. Get y'all ass off y'all fucking shoulder. Somebody else did that shit in my fucking Twitch chat. because he, you know what I'm saying, his name was, I said his name wasn't Morbius. His name wasn't Morbius until 2014. Get the fuck out of here, that bullshit. Like, y'all looking at new age shit. Take y'all ass back.
I still don't care. I still feel like they would have killed.
Like,
the only reason they didn't kill Barry right then
Get
is
the
because
fucking horse dick out y'all mouth, guys.
They wanted to do closure for them older shows. If there was no closure,
I ain't ignoring shit.
He would have been dead. Shit. And then it's still like, when you think about how he saw himself die from, what episode was that they did? When he was on Earth 3 at J House, watching the stuff, when he watched all the worlds disintegrate or whatever, it didn't even happen like that on no fucking treadmill, so who's to say it still won't happen? I don't know, Abdul, to be honest. I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll watch the Supergirl 100th episode. I don't know if we're reacting to it.
I'm just saying, man, that shit crazy.
But I mean, like, at the end of the day, we still people. Like, yes, we like stuff, but we can't predict what somebody gonna do on the show. Should it have happened? Yes. Did it happen? No. It still should have happened. It would have had more of an impact if it did. Like, yes, it was sad seeing John Wesley Shipp's Flash die and pass the torch. But who's to say that still won't happen to Barry before the crisis is over? It's still 2 more parts. Who's to say it still won't happen? Who's to say Kara still won't get bodied fighting the Anti-Monster? Who's to say she won't, like, who's to say these people still won't die?
What's her name? Ariana. I said what the last episode of Supergirl was I watched last year during the crossover.
Like, people be so slow to support, but they be quick to tell you when you wrong about some shit. But then always want a fucking video. So, I'm gonna leave it at that. Because I'm going to know enough for today.
What the fuck is Brooks? What the fuck are Brooks?
What?
Somebody keep asking, is Trey wearing Brooks? What the fuck is Brooks?
I don't know. I didn't even see that. He's wearing a Married to the Real shirt. Link in the description.
Like, I swear.
I mean, Vibe kind of already did those, so... Now, that's somebody I felt like could have been a Paragon if he would have got his power, if he would have had his powers the whole time. Because I feel like his breach abilities would be important. But obviously, we must go find another way to do that.
Hey, people saying I'm sleeping on Stargirl. Let's be clear. How many of you all knew who the fuck Stargirl was?
I mean, to be honest, I don't feel like Oliver died a weak death. I feel like they should have shown him fight the Shadow Demons. Because technically, if you get bodied by a Shadow Demon, you supposed to like die. Like, you supposed to like almost disintegrate. Like, if they would have did it the right way. Like, Shadow Demons, if they touch you, you just supposed to be fucked up even by the touch. So to see him throw his bow down and like go hand in hand with some Shadow Demons, like that, I felt like that would have been a good cut of TV to have shown. But I get it. They wanted to focus more on the after than the during. So everybody got their own interpretations of what, they like. Same way when we watch a full reaction, when I edit it, I keep in the parts that I feel like are good and that people will want to see. It don't necessarily mean that that's what it is. I don't see how you didn't know Oliver Queen, because I used to love Justice League Unlimited. He actually had a sense of humor, like ignorant on there. Yeah.
Sarcasm.
He was a jokester, yeah.
Fun guy.
Do you think Cisco would keep his powers after Crisis? I mean, the smart guess would be yes, because you never know what the fuck else gonna pop off. But knowing him, he might take the cure again, so I don't know. I mean, you got another showrunner. So if the showrunner wanted him to have his powers, this was the best way to give him back. So he may keep them now. He may see the importance of having them.
Well, go back and watch the scene with Luke coming to the door, part 2 of the crossover. When Kate saw him, she was like this, and this Kara was like, Kara, she was looking at him, she was looking at
her cousin?
Yeah, no, she was looking at Kate, and Kara was looking at Luke. She was like,
oh yeah, she was looking at Luke like he was kind of cute. She said that because Kate was like she looked like she's about to throw up.
No.
It was funny when she walked in and she was like, "Oh my God, Ray, you're jacked." Like when she seen the other Superman. I thought she liked him for a minute because she thought that was Ray. He was like, "That's your cousin." He was quick to be like, "That's your cousin," kinda. Like, chill, that's your cousin.
But like that's the thing. Like that happened in the comics. Like, I think it was Superman who liked Supergirl. Like it was real.
You can have a life as a meta. Like what kind of life you gonna have if people knew you was vibe, but then you ain't got your powers and they come slash your ass in your sleep? Then what? Can't vibe out of that situation. I feel like his powers are important because look, they showed him read somebody's mind even though they had forgotten. I feel like that might be important after Crisis.
Well,
if Cisco still have his powers, he'll be able to vibe people's memories. Like if the shit make him forget, like like everybody gonna forget what happened, he'll still remember too, cause he's vibe.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to see that, and he'll be able to see what other people like went through too.
I feel like it would be dope to have all the heroes on the same Earth because guess what? What'll happen is, like, let's say at the end of the crossover, like it's a big incident happening. Like you'll have Supergirl and Flash racing to a spot and they show up at the same time, and then you'll have the villains like, what the fuck is this? Like, it'll be dope. Like, you know what I mean?
I think if you look at Luke's face a little bit, he looked like he was a little bit older, but he wasn't as old as, whatever. But no. Her Bruce was old. I don't understand why I think they just did it to put in Kevin Conroy. But if you notice, he said his Kate died, but if you look at the picture of her and Alice, they still look the same age too.
Yep.
They didn't look like they aged that much either. So I think that's the age they were supposed to be. I just think the Batman on that Earth was older.
I'm hoping they would tease the next crossover.
I would like them to be on the same Earth so they could just have like a mini version of Justice League. Like it may not be the characters we know, but if you got all these characters and then you want to do like show crossovers for like big moments without it, like I just feel like that would be cool to do because everybody already right there.
Yeah, and like it'd be so much easier. Like
somebody come to destroy Earth, bitch. We already right here. What's up? What's good? Let's pull out the. You know what I'm saying?
Like
call
everybody up. Instead of doing some of those weak ass fillers, just do okay. Y'all both got filler this week. Here go your crossover week right here.
Right, and it ain't gotta be no ignorant budget. Right, just do certain characters. Put certain characters on each other's show.
You know what I'm saying? Like Alice and somebody else that Supergirl, you know what I'm saying, got going at it. You know what I'm saying?
It can still be a future time. The Batman is from the future, but what if they were born later? They still was the same age. Everything don't be the same on every Earth. They could have just been born later. They don't necessarily mean they were supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Because Batman was 60, it don't mean they were supposed to be 40 and 50. Because he made it seem like his Kate only suited up after he got in that little exoskeleton or whatever, so she probably wasn't that much older, not enough for them to do no prosthetics on their face. Shanika, I don't know. I mean, I would think they would go with like
because I think
somebody else big, some other cosmic person, but I feel like this is the biggest crossover. I don't think the rest of them that they do, which I think they'll have more, but I still don't think they'll be as big as this. You may like get a good Crisis, like Crisis on Earth X, but like maybe somewhere else, like I don't think it'll be as big as this one.
The reason for it coming back on the 14th is because Arrow's last episode is on the 28th. The Flash doesn't come back until the 4th of February.
Oh, they waiting that long to come back with the Flash? That's a long time.
But it's gonna be a shorter break when they take their break. Because they end in May. So you just put,
I mean, you still get stuff though during January, it's just that it's not.
Yeah, I think Legends start because Legends is 16 episodes, so you gonna get a lot of Legends. So what you gonna do is you gonna leave Legends on Tuesday night with Flash, which will come on after. Because Legends gonna come on the 14th and then again on the 28th, I think.
Kate really smashed that kryptonite. She did.
Hell yeah. You need
I mean, she don't have her Bruce though, so she wouldn't know how to get that. Like, yeah, they may have other stuff, but that's the one thing he probably don't have, which is smart because if they merge the Earths, she gonna be there with Kara and maybe Tyler too, since he gonna have a show. So if they one of them ever go rogue, we got a piece of kryptonite. So
like people be like, why do they like? And this is the thing I don't like about any of the supers. You don't want us to have a weapon. Like y'all could be like, this is where Batman comes in and say, y'all could succumb to mind control. Who could stop you?
Right, because they did do that on the animated show too.
Like nobody could stop them if they succumb to mind control. We need this. This is another contingency.
What I would love to see, but I know they probably can't do for TV because we don't have we have some of them, but like Teen Titans kind of raunchy. Yep. But like that one where like in the animated show, all the upper Justice League got taking control, and like the kids from Young Justice had to come in and like take over and pull it back. That would be so dope to see on TV for a crisis, but they would have to like introduce more younger characters too to be able to like do that. So
or the secondary characters fighting
or some of the characters that's not as important coming to help, but that would be dope. Now I would like that. Like Jeff may get taken over, but then you got Anissa and Jen on the younger side with some more people to like kind of help. So like you got Jeff, Kara, Barry, Tyler. We don't have Ollie no more. Look, I'm like we don't. If we would have had Ollie, say right. But like Martian Manhunter, like if you had all them bigger characters get like taken over with mind control, and then you have to have some of the side characters come in to help, like Bob and Caitlyn as Killer Frost, and like Jen and all the secondary characters from off the show, Brainy and Alex. Like just I feel like that would be dope to see for a crisis if they did it right.
Yeah.
Telling y'all, CW call us, bird. WB call us.
Email is marriedtothereal@gmail.com. I'm here. I will get you the long check.
Yes, Mia and Kid Flash. That would be dope.
Like, can y'all picture that? Too. Wally and Barry racing against each other, fighting. Bruh. Come on, bro.
I feel like that could be a filler episode that would be good for them, having them like how they kind of had Barry and Oliver go against each other for they like Arrow versus Flash. That would be dope. Man. Kid Flash versus Flash. Flash versus Kid Flash.
You know what I'm saying? Name of the episode.
People be like, what? Like people be like, what?
I'm talking about, and don't just make them fight once. Like, don't make them fight just once. Like when you have something like that, make them fight multiple times. Like this is what I was finna say before I walk out the room.
Moses of DC.
When I tell y'all, the fight scenes in season 8 have been some of the best fight scenes I've seen on TV in a long time. I'm like, bro, they have put like, this is how it's supposed to be. Like when I said go balls to the wall, I'm talking about they put their balls through the wall.
I'm telling you, them three characters, they not using them characters because they in the movies. They not finna do Batman. They not finna do the Green Lantern Diggle route on this channel. They not doing Wonder Woman, and they not doing Aquaman. They not doing that. So the best you gonna get is like, we need to find a nice live action Calderon. My boy Aqualad, we need to find like a good Aqualad.
Bro.
But I feel like, I know we got Titans, but I still feel like they could do a show where they had them other characters on there that's from like Young Justice too. But I know with them doing an animated show, they probably not gonna do that.
I mean, it's possible.
Oliver becoming a Spectre, I kind of thought that anyway, because Spectre with that green hood. And I'm like, if they kill Oliver episode 1, that's the only way I can see him coming back. And like that dude who was on the island, Jim Corrigan, like that's actually the Spectre's name. Like that's his actual name. Like, well, one of them, because I think it's been like a lot, but that's one of them. With that description he had, like he used to be a cop or whatever. So now why he was in purgatory, I don't know. Like why he was there, but I mean, who else? Who else to take up that mantle of Spectre than Oliver? Y'all don't watch his show. Y'all don't understand that man's sacrifice. Y'all don't understand the shit that he been through the last couple seasons. So I just feel like that, him leaving, like they said it perfectly. Like Stephen Amell is the Robert Downey Jr. of Marvel, like for DC, because he started all this. Like if it was no Arrow, there would be none of these other shows. Like you got Arrow, then you got Flash. Like all them shows came after he started this. So them 8 years he put in, he deserved to be Spectre. Like I hope he kicked some ass. I hope he enjoyed doing that role. I know them last couple episodes of Arrow probably gonna get me, but Yeah. What is it? 2 episodes left after the crisis?
Episode 9 is supposed to be a backdoor pilot for Green Arrow and the Canaries, and then episode 10 is supposed to have a fight scene that's supposed to tear us apart. That's supposed to be the fight scene of all fight scenes.
On what?
On Arrow.
The last episode or the 9?
No, the last episode. It's supposed.
Oh no!
It's supposed to be a fight scene on that bitch that's supposed to end all fight scenes. That no other fight scene that's supposed to.
I ain't ready.
I was
my shoulder started hurting when you said that. My shoulder.
When they said this fight scene is supposed to end all fight scenes. This came out of Stephen Amell's mouth. He showed it to Robbie, his cousin.
Somebody was so pissed. I remember saying for the first crisis, like we lost Stephen. No, we lost Arrow and Iron Man in the same year. They was like, fuck 2019. It was so funny. They was like, we lost Iron Man and Green Arrow. Fuck 2019. Yeah. I'm still wondering that too, Klaus. Who Jay's apprentice was on Earth 3 that he was training to take over. Because they never said that, right?
Well, it won't matter now. Y'all gotta remember, like, unless the Earth, like, right now,
unless they bring Earth 3 back.
Like, that stuff don't even matter no more because we're finna get a whole rework of the
Houston, Texas, baby.
The whole universe. Like,
who you guys enjoy more, Earth 1 Laurel or Earth 2 Laurel? I mean, I used to like Earth 1 Laurel, but since they didn't have the Earth 2 Laurel and the whole redemption thing, I'm low-key mad she went in this unless they show her towards the end. I feel like she earned a spot.
Yeah.
Even if it was like a little cameo or whatever. Just like how they didn't show like a lot of Diggle, but he was in it. I feel like she earned a spot. All that stuff we was doing on Arrow to get ready for Crisis. And the fact that she's like the sole survivor of Earth 2. Well, she was. Like she was. But she was the sole survivor of Earth 2. I feel like they could have thrown her in there just a little bit.
And then this is the thing. When she comes back,
she probably gonna be Earth 1 Laurel.
Exactly. That's the exact thing. She's Laurel. Because other Laurel's dead. So technically that makes her Sarah's sister.
She'll be Earth 1 Laurel with the powers.
Exactly.
She'll be like the actual Black Canary like it's supposed to be.
Ding! That's the thing about Crisis. Crisis fixed a lot of shit.
You wrong for that. Talking about Khalil died a virgin twice. I'm tired. Probably 3 times. Because on Earth 1 you never know. They probably saving Laurel for the Arrow episode of Crisis. You right. They may do that. We'll see though.
It is possible. At least she'll be in it. Because she was only in what? 1?
Ooh, Earth 2 Laurel, the Paragon of Redemption. I don't know though, bro. There's a lot of people that can be redeemed on these shows. All these shows be about redemption. Everybody make mistakes and come back. I just felt like it was emotional seeing Oliver die at the end of the first episode, but we knew he was coming back. But I still feel like if they would have tweaked certain things, it would have had more impact. Because if you watch Arrow, like, Oliver doesn't think of himself as a good person. That's why he said that Barry and Carr were the best of us. That's why he gave himself up. He never felt like he was worthy. And so for you to die saving 1 billion people, like, that's the ultimate redemption. Like, there's nothing better that anybody can do to me than that right there. Like, yes, I love Barry, but, like, Oliver, the struggle, like, going from season 1, like, bodying people, you know what I'm saying? Basically, like, almost dying, you know, bringing people back with Lazarus pits, like, all this kind of stuff that we went through. And then for him to end up with a family and have to leave his family behind to save other people. And to stay behind in a situation where you weren't even supposed to die and save 1 billion people. How you end up in purgatory? I was low-key pissed about that. Like, how you end up in purgatory? You saved 1 billion people. Like, I get that was his hell, but I'm just like, sir, you saved 1 billion lives. 1 billion. Who else can say they did that? If doppelgangers merge, will they remember all of their infinite lives? I doubt it. I feel like Vibe the only one that can do that because of his powers. Now, I do feel like the Paragons will remember what happened after this is all over, but You wonder if Black Lightning gonna be in more episodes? I don't know. I would hope so. I like that moment him and Jeff had, and they was ignorant for that too online, talking about these two black kings out here. I was like, Barry. They was talking about Barry, but it was hilarious. Just because of the little knowledge they was spitting. Because, you know, he said some kind of quote, and Jeff was like, all right then. And they talking about some, look at these two black kings in this moment. That shit had me dying laughing. I'm like, bro, that is Barry. Like, chill. Play too much. Like, it's nice to see certain people. Some people couldn't be in it more. Like, Jonah Hex was in the comics a little more, but they probably could only show him. And then it's funny because Sarah actually gave him that scar in his on that earth. Yeah. Like the
you're gonna get this scar anyway.
Eventually, you're right.
But what I like about the crossover is like the people who have like these just one scenes, they okay with those one scenes.
Almost Therese. And I like that because like they had the old guy from Batman, the 89 Earth one, and he was saying like when they called me to do it, he was like, I ain't hesitate. He was like, yeah, it's been 30 years. You know, he was just, some people got to worry about how much money I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Dude, that's how I know that some people just do these roles as a job and they don't really like they don't like the characters. They just kind of did it for like a thing. I ain't gonna name no names, but I just feel like if you had that opportunity to be a part of something that big on TV that may never happen again, like why not say yes?
Like that's
not, like if you busy and can't do it, I understand. But if you ain't got shit going on, and then they ask you to cameo because you play, like, they obviously think enough of you as that character to ask you to cameo. So I just be like, that's kind of trash. I just feel like
they couldn't have me in a role. I don't care how small the role is. Trey, we would love for you to come back. What day you need me? Man, fuck all that money shit. Like, what day do you need me? I'm on the way. What? Oh, this ain't till next year. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna have going on, but I'm gonna just make sure I work around it for y'all. I'll be there. What is wrong with people?
And some people, it was
I don't have that ego. I don't ever want to have that ego going into the business where
it's a cameo. Like, I'm sure they gave them something, but I'm sure they didn't get a lot. So no, I don't read Watchmen. That ain't what I saw him say. But okay, if you feel like you want to, you know, I ain't gonna go into that.
What?
Talking about Lex Luthor, Smallville actor, say they called him last minute so he couldn't do it. All right, that's the story we gonna go with. But anyway, I like John Cryer's Lex Luthor. I hate Lex, and he like, that's how I know he did a good job, because he irritated my soul. I do not like Lex, and he did it perfectly, because that's really the kind of shit that Lex Luthor would do, bro. Like, they try to make Lex Luthor kind of like, even though he's a villain, they try to make him so you can like him anyway in some continuities. He's supposed to be disliked. He's supposed to have that complex where, like, he feel like he's the hero. Like, it's just the shit that he do, he really have valid reasons for doing them. Like, in his mind, he feel like he doing the right thing. And I feel like John Cryer did a good job of that.
You know what? You're right. Maybe the actor didn't agree with the CW. You know, maybe they didn't agree with the CW where they say it doesn't matter your race, religion, you know what I'm saying, and all that other shit. All it is.
I seen his actual comment on Twitter. You know, and his actual comment was that he didn't know how much money he was getting. He didn't know the length of his cameo. And he didn't see the script. I feel like if they calling you for some shit like this, you can't be a diva, because guess what? Smallville going off. Either you want to do the shit or you don't. It's that simple. Like, if you're busy doing something else, cool. But like, if you sitting at the house chilling every day on your fucking Twitter not doing nothing, you worried about how much your check gonna be. Like, that whole scene that John Cryer did from the Smallville, I feel like that could have been like a scene that he did. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yep, he could have came now. He could have showed up. Lois could have popped up, and he could have came up at the same time. President Luthor, how you doing? They could have shook hands and looked at
That
him.
was funny too. You said Smallville Clark was a whole snack. They said that Candace had like a crush on the Smallville the guy who played the Smallville Superman in real life, so that's why she probably looked so flustered during that scene when she was trying to get out what she was saying. They was like, she probably was really nervous because she got like a real life crush on him.
Man, you can't be like that, man. Like, we ain't talking a certain amount of
like
money.
I honestly feel like if they would have brought back the Smallville's Lex, then the John Cryer Lex probably would have had a smaller role because he was only supposed to do 3 episodes of Supergirl. That's it. Like that was what he signed up for. And then he was like, his character, like people saw how good he was as Lex, and then he ended up doing more. And then he was like, when he found out they were doing Crisis, he was like, he definitely wanted to be a part of it, but he didn't think his role was going to be as big as it was. So that's all. I mean, then they wanted the dude who played Hawk to do the Aquaman from Smallville, but I don't know. I guess if they would have got all them people ahead of time, the situation would have been different. Like, you know, like it may not have been just like us seeing Tom Welling and then that just being it. Like it might have would have been, they would have went more into the Smallville universe if they would have got them extra people. Or even like he said, like I think Tom Welling said that Lex was president. They might have would have shot a clip of him being president on that Earth or something. Like I don't know, but did John Constantine die? Everybody dead. Everybody dead. But the people you saw at the vanishing point, everybody. Like Earth was destroyed. Where else were they? Like the Wave Rider got destroyed. Like everything gone. All we are is dust in the wind. He did a good job though, because that's what like most people was like, oh, I ain't watching Supergirl if they bring John Cryer because he a comedian, blah blah. He did a good job, and he still is doing a good job as Lex.
I don't understand.
Wasn't he in though? He made a comment. I don't know if he was in the old Superman movies, like the ones like back in the day. That I don't know. Maybe he just liked them.
I don't get that. Why is it so hard for comedians to get into serious roles, but people like, and I'm gonna say it, like people big as like The Rock, they can do serious roles, but they can transition into comedy and it's all good. I don't understand that. Notice, people have a problem with comedians taking serious roles, but people don't have a problem with action stars taking comedic roles. Why is that?
I thought so. He was in Superman 4, the one that was like shitty back in the day, 1987. The Quest for, it was like the one where
Quest for Peace. Oh yeah,
that's the one that like I don't think nobody liked because he said something about they had ran out of money or something when they were doing it. Claymore, thank you for the donation. Much love. Real quick, y'all doing a countdown to the best movies, TV, anime for this year. Love the new intro. Wait, what you mean a countdown to? Let me see who he was on here.
They say he was Lex's nephew.
Lenny Luthor, yeah. Christopher Reeves back when he was in the movies. Because he was saying he used to love that Superman universe so much. And he hated that movie had ran out of money and it didn't like do what it was supposed to do. So he was like, when they asked him to play Lex. And then it was funny because he didn't even know that they were looking for him to be Lex on Supergirl. He was like, somebody he used to went to summer camp with or some shit, like messaged him. He was like, you know they looking for you, like the CW or the WB or somebody looking for you or something like that. So he just kind of shrugged it off because he was like, I don't even talk to this person like that. Then he was like, somebody else emailed him, was like, I think somebody's looking for you to play like Max Luthor or something like that. Like I don't know if they were trying to be funny or they didn't get the message right. So you know, he was like, let me just call and see what's going on. But it was funny though. But he was happy to do it. And I'm like, he doing a good job though. Like, shit. Irritated my goddamn soul this whole crisis.
But I'm like, listen, what I'm saying is just pay attention to how comedians who try to get into serious roles they're criticized so badly. But somebody like going from action to comedy, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he can be funny too. He's not just a big guy who can be serious all the time. He can be funny.
Bruh, The Rock went from wrestler to serious to funny, all of the above.
And like, it's nothing. And I'm not saying that against to downplay The Rock. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying, why is it so hard for comedic actors to take on serious roles? Why can't they be serious? Why can't they do that? Why do people do that? They put you in this category and this is what you're in. Like, y'all can say bye to these reactions real soon. Like, I'm not gonna do this shit forever.
He went from comedy to playing serious roles, but it took like time.
Like
if it wasn't for his the fact that he could do music, because I think what was his first serious role after the Jamie Foxx show?
Shit.
Because like he got raped because of him being a musician too. Like if it was just like if he didn't have no musical talent, he wouldn't have done that probably. Like people kind of look at you like, well, what can you offer? Like people ain't looking at you like, let's see if you could do this. They gonna always they looking at the money part. Like, can you make this happen?
I mean, just what I said. I'm not going to be doing reactions forever, y'all. I'm trying to go and be on TV. I'm trying to be in the roles. I'm trying to write the roles. I'm trying to direct. I'm trying to produce that shit. I'm not trying to be on YouTube forever. I'm like, the WB called me. I'm gone.
Yeah, Lex irritated my soul. When I seen that shit happening to Superman, I was like, bitch, what? I was like, wait a minute, bitch, he ain't get teleported in time. I'm like, the fuck? The last thing I thought was that Lex bald-headed ass was gonna pop up talking about, we needed a little rewrite. Like, really? Then gonna say, what do we do now? You the genius. You done zapped yourself here. Like,
level 12 intellect.
I'm tired.
He got up out that bitch. Let me write this shit down.
If Trey go do movies, I'll still do reactions because I ain't trying to go to Hollywood. Boom. I'll let him do that. That ain't for me. They give me some voiceover work. That's all I'm taking. That's it. Let me be somebody's some epic character via voice.
What do you mean? Where did he send Superman to? He dead.
He dead, bro. That's why did you not see all the red antimatter busting through his body? That's why he switched places. Lex was supposed to die. He switched places with Superman, so now Superman dead. That's why people were mad too. Like, bitch, we just got him. They was like, we just got him back. Goddamn you, Lex. He still may come back though. Never know. But he did good as that Superman though. Yeah. There's him versus Tyler. Bro, that was a nice little cut scene there.
The only thing I hated about that fucking costume was them underwear on the outside.
He had to dress for his era though.
Yeah, like, I know. I always hated that shit. I did. I always hated that shit. Even as a kid, I was like, why they draws on the outside? They need to rework this shit. And years later, they finally did, man. I was like, thank God. When I saw the new 52 redesigns of the character with the draws wasn't on the outside, man,
when I watched the Wonder Woman trailer, I had to remember who she was playing, and I didn't remember until after the fact. Because I was like, why the fuck they keep showing her? Then I forgot she cheated. The girl who played Diana Friend in the trailer with the blonde hair, that's from Bridesmaids. They cast her as Cheetah. That's why they kept showing her. That's who that is. I thought you knew that. Because it only came up because you just mentioned like comedians doing like serious roles. But I've seen her do other stuff though, and she's good. But I'm like, when they show her with the glasses and she was talking about like they had the whole... I was like... But when they cast her as, like, I forgot, like you be in talks with the trailer. I'm like, why they keep showing her? Then, later on they show her without her glasses with the little black dress on walking into the party. I ain't think about it till I got her to put the trailer up. I was like, bitch, that's Cheetah. I was like, that is Cheetah. So that's going to be one of her villains too. And then the reason she probably seeing old boy that's supposed to be dead is because of the news anchor guy. He's supposed to have some kind of telepathic powers. I forgot what his name is too. I don't know. I forgot what his name is. But she gonna have two villains that movie, and I feel like Cheetah is gonna be like the continuous villain because that's like her back and forth. You know, not Brandon made Tyler look like Superboy. I don't like that they do Tyler like that though. His Superman not weak though. Like he a good Superman. People was like, look at all these buff Superman, and then like look at Tyler. I'd be like, that Tom Welling from Smallville wasn't that big. Like he wasn't that big when what the hell was that? Oh. He wasn't that big when he was on Smallville. Like yeah, he buffer now because he older, but he wasn't that big on Smallville from what I remember. Oh, Maxwell Lord, that's who he playing. I forgot. I'm sure you gotta remember too, like they probably gonna do a lot of CGI with that, like while she in her suit. So it may not look good like as a regular picture, but it may look different in the movie. They have to do like editing before and after and all that different stuff. Yes, and that is Pedro Pascal as Maxwell Lord. He looks so different with that wig and no facial hair. If y'all don't know who Pedro Pascal is, he played as the Martell brother from Game of Thrones. Oof. When y'all had Brandon, y'all ain't support him though, because people used to talk so bad about his movies. Now that he on the CW, everybody want him back. I mean, well, thanks for letting me know who the Mandalorian is. I guess I don't need to watch it. Right, June. Like when they had them old Superman movies with Brandon in it, ain't nobody want to give him the time of day. But now that he on the CW, everybody like, that's best Superman. Now let me glue on a beard.
We started at 4.
Yeah. We can wrap up if you want to. Ooh, y'all wrong for that. I am not cutthroat. People pushing me. I'm so nice in real life. Now I would do that if I had to do that as a role, yeah, but I wouldn't. I don't agree with Amanda Waller on like a lot of stuff. You got something you want to talk about for this?
No.
What's funny? Not a nice person. I like how you spell that. No, let Viola have her role. I'm good. Josh, thank you for the donation. Oh, the UK haven't gotten Crisis yet. Dude, it don't air like I'm trying to understand how that works. It don't all air at the same time.
Daniel
Trey
West.
is frozen. I'm tired.
Daniel West.
Y'all, I got Sam Jackson as my Alexa, bro.
I don't want to play a good guy. I want to play a villain. I want to change the definition of villains.
What? Yeah, I heard that too. The Punisher season 3 may come, but it'll be on Hulu. I mean, Disney on Hulu too, for those of y'all who didn't know. So they basically just like buried Marvel TV just to kind of put stuff where they want. Not Trey as Agent O'Day. I'm gonna need y'all to cheer. What episode of Flash we left off on? 9. So when they come back, it'll be 10.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Ebon from Static Shock? I don't remember who that is. Nobody in print. You ready to go?
No.
I mean,
Like people talking about MK11, like that game is fucking important. Like it's not, like it's a trash game. So
oh, I don't know, Lisa. Just whatever I got, finish up stuff, and then spend time with my family. Ivy, I'm gonna need you to chill. I'm playing Poison Ivy on Batwoman season 2. I'm tired. I mean, 3 was my favorite part. 1 and 3. 2 was okay, but I know 2 was kind of like just like middle ground for 3.
because it's a trash game. There's no balance. Like there's no balance to the game. I know fighting games, and I
Nothing
know
right now, Danielle.
a fighting game that just came out in April should not have less views on Twitch or any streaming platform than a game that's been out 3-4 years. That just shouldn't happen.
Not hard.
Like that shouldn't happen. The game, balance wise, is for new players. Characters don't have the same, like, I understand that people in actuality don't have the same level of strength.
The
right?
Black Lightning episode.
But when you do,
well, all the
when you take characters and you make them more friendly or easier to use than others, and I mean flat out easier, when you have a character that has basically 6 crushing blows, and then you have a character that has,
what's up, Davon? Yes,
2,
I've seen the new Xbox, and I'm not impressed.
That doesn't make sense to me.
This is why I will not be buying the new Halo on the new Xbox console, because they went totally left from what they said at E3.
What now?
It's not even the Xbox Scarlet. It's the Xbox X Series. No, Xbox Series X. And then it looked like a refrigerator.
Show me. I don't know. It looked like a refrigerator.
It looked like a box with a slit in it. That's what it looked like. There it is right there. It's a box. It's a shoe box with a slit in it, or a speaker. Like that's what it looked like. Controller still look the same.
I expect.
But people just like you went from Xbox to Xbox 360, Xbox One, then Xbox X, and then now Xbox Series X. People just like what the.
Microsoft don't know what the fuck they want to do. Y'all taking y'all.
But this my thing. Y'all waste all this time trying to like build the perfect console, and it still come out trash when y'all could have been building like exclusive. That's why I don't fuck with Xbox. The only exclusive they got that I like is Halo. That's it. PlayStation have so many like exclusive games that be good. I'm like, I don't want that.
That shit is
Even if I was
fuck.
considering getting an Xbox, I don't even want that. It looked like a tower, like a PC tower that's cut in half.
That bitch bulky as fuck.
It's a PC tower that's cut in half. I don't want that. Just give me the PlayStation 5 and I'm good.
That bitch bulky as fuck, bro. That bitch. And that bitch gonna run you like maybe $500.
It probably gonna be like $5.99.
That bitch gonna be $4.99.
It might be more than that. They trying to make it seem like the graphics and all this other kind of stuff. I don't know, but I'm about to go. I'm getting hungry.
That bitch is bulky as fuck.
Microsoft bringing PC towers back. Imagine throwing it at someone.
Xbox shelf. Shit. Xbox boat, man. That bitch. That bitch is a life
Bro,
raft.
that's a whole PC tower.
That
That
bitch is a fucking life raft.
I don't like Microsoft because they had me sold. Like before I got a PlayStation, I had like a PlayStation 2, you know, like back in the day. Trey had a PlayStation 3. I don't think I really had a PlayStation 3. I had Xbox because I was a Halo fan. And then it's like, y'all keep making these consoles to try to like, I get that y'all Microsoft, it's like they trying to make their console do what a computer can do, but you're not working on exclusives. Like, I'm not buying a whole system for one game. There's nothing else on Xbox that's not on PlayStation that I can play. Like,
yeah, I remember when I didn't.
And the only reason I don't like Nintendo like that either. If they didn't have like Mario and stuff, I wouldn't spend my money on them either. Like, they try to keep the same console for you to buy the same price and just make new games for it.
Like the what's it called? The 360 was the truth, man. I can't lie. I was on that bitch hard. I didn't even want to go to the Xbox One because all my Xbox 360 games was so fire.
I just want to see what the PlayStation 5 gonna look like.
I remember we used to play Modern Warfare 3 on the 360. Yeah. We ball out on that shit.
Xbox 360 and Xbox One, and then it's just like I stopped playing. I got on PlayStation, and that was it for me. I never went back to Xbox after that. Never. There was nothing to draw me back. Now that the Halo Master Chief Collection out, I can play it on PC. Not finna buy a whole console for one game. And then to top it off, like you can't even play free games for free on Xbox unless you got like that membership, and I feel like that's trash too. Cause like you don't have to have PS Plus to play free games on PlayStation. And I'm like, y'all got all that money cause y'all Microsoft, but then like people gotta pay to play free games. Ain't no point of having a free game if I can't play it for free. I mean, I'm sure all the consoles gonna come out like for holiday season next year, yeah, but it's just like I'm gonna get a PS5. That's what I rock with PlayStation now. I don't even fuck with Sony like that. I don't even like Sony. Besides Spider-Man and the PlayStation. That's it. That's it. PlayStation and Spider-Man. I don't want nothing else. Y'all keep all that shit. And the anime music, which you get copyrighted for real quick. But all that stupid. The Game Pass and you gotta have like something to be able to play games. Like I just feel like that's a lot. Then the Switch, everybody in your house gotta have a Switch for y'all to damn near play on it. Like I just feel like that's greedy too. Can't nobody get on the same system and play nothing no more. Everybody family can't afford to buy 30 consoles. Like, now watch. Fortnite just came out with split screen for that game. Now watch everybody else finna start doing it.
That was back in the day, though. You could do that back in the day.
Everybody finna start doing it because Fortnite did it. Now they finna start a whole trend. Fortnite used to steal from folks. Now they finna start stealing from Fortnite. Because a lot of kids play that. Everybody, mama and daddy don't have money to buy consoles for each one of their kids. So you like take the fun out of kids playing a game together when you can only just one person can play.
Motherfucker got to buy 4 PlayStation 5 next year.
Why?
I'ma need one. You gonna need one. You guarantee they gonna want one.
They can want one, but guess what? That report card though. I ain't spent because the PlayStation 5 probably gonna be like $4.99. I'm not spending that on them if them grades ain't right. Okay. You can want it. You better dust off that PlayStation 4. But we can't play the new games. Oh, you saying that? That's too much money, and we both gotta get one. That's like $1,000 right there. I'm not gonna spend another $1,000, and then your grades look like trash. Mm-hmm. PS5, $500. I bet money is $4.99. I just want to know if they gonna drop it in October or December. I feel like October would be best, but they probably gonna wait till last minute. People gonna be fighting over them things next year.
I ain't gonna be no fight. I'm walking in that bitch. Swipe.
I ain't walking nowhere because I pre-order shit online. Let my shit come to the door.
No.
Amazon, baby.
Nah, I ain't even playing that shit. I'm going to get my shit because my shit come up in this bitch and my shit don't work. I'm whooping somebody at Amazon ass.
But exactly. But Amazon take care of their people though. That's one company I don't have to worry about. They'll fix that shit same day, next day. So
see, that's the thing. I ain't trying to get fixed.
And what make you think you won't go to fucking GameStop and get one of these? It won't work because they done threw them bitches around in the back. Like it's same difference.
And that means they gonna have to somebody gonna get their ass.
So you have to drive right on back to you still a process. You're gonna have to drive right back and get another one.
I ain't worried. I ain't had that problem ever, so I ain't worried about having that problem.
Yeah, mama lazy. I ain't lazy. I just don't like being in the store with a bunch of humans like yourself. Getting coughed on. I don't need that. They said the PS5 price will get fans hype. We'll see. What's hype for what? Unless it come out and be $3.99, which would be surprising. Cause what, like a regular PlayStation when it dropped was like what, $2.99?
Which one?
Like just saying in general, like a PlayStation, like what, $2.99? $1.99 now, but I'm saying like when they first came out, like around $2.99, or they was more than
you
that.
said the PlayStation. That means the first one.
Oh my god, the last one, the 4. Then
no, it was like $4.99. That's why I'm like, you're saying PlayStation. Which one? That's why I asked you those questions. Like that shit was like $4.99, maybe $5.99. I don't remember. Like, shit, that shit is always expensive.
Right. Ain't nobody out here trying to get stabbed for no console. You call me lazy if you want to. You the very one that'll go get shot for some damn Jordans probably. I'm not doing all that. If I want something, I can pre-order it because I got the money to get it ahead of time. I ain't gotta go and be smushed up in line. And then in line and then, oh, we ran out. That shit'll piss me off. I ain't doing that. Oh, we only had 50 left. And then you number 75 in line. You gonna be mad. That's the kind of shit, like, when it first come out, people gonna get that. You might not have to worry about getting pushed over for no Xbox, but for a PS5, you gonna have to worry about it.
I ain't sure.
Especially if they wait and do it December, like, you just gotta hurry up and get one for Christmas, everybody Christmas shopping, it's gonna be ignorant.
That's why you go in that bitch and put that money down. Make sure they can't get your shit away. Go in there, I'm gonna go in that bitch, they go 100 right there.
Yeah, they do that every holiday. FedEx and some of them folks be throwing folks packages all over the place for the holidays.
Yeah, I started playing Xbox One like 2 years ago.
I ordered my groceries online the other day. Like, if I don't feel like going to the store, I'll go for the most part. But if I don't feel like it, why not? That's why I love Amazon. You can do everything on Amazon. Now I'll wait the following year for that price drop. If it's a good console though, ain't no price gonna drop. Look at the Switch. It's been $299 since it came out. How long? How many years it's been? Like 2 or 3. Down. So if it's good, they ain't gonna drop no price just cause. Xbox always have to drop their price lower than PlayStation because people don't buy them like that.
I'm not tripping. I don't care what the price is. I'm straight.
Oh, did you see that they came out with a new Fast and they coming out with a new Fast and Furious game with Dominic Toretto and Lady in it? It's coming out the same month the movie come out. I seen that because you know the Gaming Awards thing just today. That's why everybody talking about games or whatever. I was like, bruh, he looked so funny as like a character in a game. It looked so funny. The graphics. I was like, but we got Grand Theft Auto though. We want to do all that, so.
Fuck, I forgot about that game.
I did not.
Oh my god, that's right. That shit's supposed to come out next year.
What? 6?
Yes.
I just re-downloaded because they got a new heist now that came out for the holidays. I just re-downloaded. They got to do with Lester in the casino. Like I guess you must gonna ride like a not like the little shit we was doing. We was on that, but an actual heist like how you do like in story mode with Lester. Like you have to meet him and then you have to like do all that shit. So
I might need to do that shit.
just let me know when you download it because I already re-downloaded.
Download it. It's downloaded.
Well, I had to put mine back on the new one or whatever. One last job, yes. That shit hilarious. This probably gonna be the last type till the new one come out. They making it like it's one last big job.
I'm gonna play the fuck out of the new Grand Theft Auto.
I'm ready.
That shit getting streamed every day on Twitch.
I was so hurt. I had forgot that I had got a new PlayStation. So when I put in the thing, I had to do the whole story mode thing over again with the bank robber and stuff to get the online. So I gotta do all my shit over. I was so hurt. I was like, my online was fine, but that story mode, I gotta do all that over. I don't even remember where I left off.
Well,
I'm about to get ready to get out of here though, so I can get ready to get some dinners. Who asked that we got kids?
Somebody did. I just ignored it.
Oh, I just seen Danielle said. That's why I was like, that's why I don't be stuck to this computer trying to edit reactions. Like some people that don't have kids and they watch videos and put up like 6 a day from watching YouTube videos. I can't do that. I got kids, plural. Not 3 children plus all of y'all. I'm tired. When I'm doing Dead by Daylight, I don't know. Probably ordering in more like it, not cooking, going out anywhere, but somebody asked if you streaming today.
I stream Tuesday through Saturday.
I guess I'm gonna start streaming on the Sunday and Monday that he off on Twitch since the show's off. Cause I ain't gotta edit none on Sunday and Monday unless I want to.
Oh man, about to go hard, man. What should I stream today? That's the question.
I want to play Halo, but like multiplayer online stuff. I gotta get back into the feel of that.
And got a lot of recording to do tomorrow.
So what? Oh, y'all like our cool ass auntie and uncle that let us drink beer when moms is gone. That's funny. I don't play Mortal Kombat. I'm not gonna even lie. Like I was interested in it at first, but like it don't take much for me to get out of games, especially if they fighting. Like I haven't played. I gave that to my kids. I haven't seen her trailer. Haven't played it since like it first came out. So. Last of Us 2 already downloaded, waiting to drop. Did it come out like recently or something? Is that out now? I wanted to play that. I want to play The Wolf Among Us. That's what I need to go see. I heard that game was really, really messy, and it's a Telltale game, and now they coming out with a Wolf Among Us too, so I need to play the first one.
Alright, let's get up out of here. I'm finna eat.
I mean, I have teenagers, so it's not like I have little babies playing Mortal Kombat. I have teenagers.
No, I'm gonna have a toddler on that shit. You know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
teenage boys, so it's not like. I mean, I talk to my kids about shit that most people probably don't talk to their kids about, so I'm not worried about mine doing that. Because they not going to be dumb enough to go try to do that shit in the street like some other people's kids. Telltale is gone, so The Wolf Among Us is over. But they just announced The Wolf Among Us 2, a Telltale game, yesterday at the Game Awards. I want you to Google that. I ain't just pull it out my ass. You see, I be messing with you.
These nuts, I'm finna go eat. And so I can stream.
Same. I do not need to watch that. I was hoping somebody would save it. I hope it still be good because they had the best games. I don't understand why they was going out of business anyway.
Telltale
I don't know.
game?
Yeah, they had like the best games. I would play a Telltale game version of a game before like the regular version. So I don't understand why.
Nope.
I guess maybe mismanagement of money or something, or maybe just the licensing they had to get from certain stuff. I don't know, but they had good stuff. They need to do that. I'd play that if they finish it. Telltale Stranger Things. But we gonna get ready to get out of here, y'all, so we can get ready to eat and stuff. So if y'all, Mamaz dropped a link to Trey Twitch. He should be streaming, I guess, within the hour.
An hour and a half. No later than 8 o'clock. I know. Yep. Played Batman the Telltale games. I paid part 1. I wanted to finish, but you know, things happen. I played part 1, so I was starting to play part 2, and that's when we lost the gaming channel.
Yeah.
That was 2018, beginning of 2018 too. That was crazy. I was just getting ready to start playing.
My kids love superheroes. They don't necessarily have time to watch the Arrowverse. I think my oldest watched Black Lightning, and he trying to watch the Flash, but they love superheroes though, because we go to all the Marvel movies together. So they into anime too. They into what their parents like for the most part. But thank y'all for dropping the Twitch link. There's the Twitch. It's free to watch, free to be on Twitch. It don't cost anything. So Trey will be streaming around 8 Central Time. So y'all have a good day. Y'all stay safe in these holiday seasons. We'll probably do like a stream around Christmas. We normally do every year. I just don't know. Do we normally do it for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? I forgot. But just stay tuned because we're going to be like giving away stuff for the holidays. So y'all just make sure y'all follow us on Twitter to be looking out for them notifications for that. So y'all have a good one. Oh, what you want him for? What you want him for?
Yo.
Yeah, I got a bathroom. He got like a little thing in his eye.
Oh, that's his hair in his eye. Oh, fuck.
Yo, you gotta hit a haircut and get a bath.
There you go, man. All right, man. Y'all stay real.